Yes, there was a decision by Justice Makau in Ngonjiri versus the Attorney General, whose judgment was rendered in July of 2019. In that case, the High Court of Kenya gave 2 orders which have a direct impact on the exercise of the right to protest in Kenya. The first order, asked the government to either enact or amend the existing legislation or regulations in order to provide for demarcated zones for protests, to provide for maximum number of protests, and also to provide for consent, in the adjacent buildings where one hopes to protest, as well as clean up costs after a protest. The second order was to provide for the organizers of the protest to give a detailed account of the liability during the protest. And you see, the problem with these orders is that they're bound to introduce very restrictive, very restrictive laws for protesters in Kenya, and because they also order the government to provide for penalties, once people contravene these provisions. And so the effect will be to put too much burden on the organizers of protest, who will it will create fear. There will be fear of being arrested, and there will be fear of being criminally prosecuted.